See, Mr. Sharma of Roadhound had caused Roadhound to put the company on supply hold?
That's correct. That's what it reads, yeah.
Your response was that he was a goose?
Mr. Sharma was rather rude in the meeting. There is a professional approach that I always take with suppliers, and I just expect that in return. We were there. Dick Smith was their number one supplier, but Mr. Sharma, post this, became a lot more helpful with the business. In the second half or first half of 2016, I met Mr. Sharma, and the relationship became pretty strong in that period. But at that time, he was frustrated, but yeah, probably not as professional as what I would expect in a meeting.
You thought he was a goose because he had the temerity to be asked to be paid on time.
Mr. Giles, this is a supplier that a large part of his business is through our channel. We are extending terms with him. He chose not to, but it's just the how that Mr. Sharma took, which was disappointing. But I can assure you, post that, Mr. Sharma was one of the best suppliers that we had after that.
And you asked Mr. Oric whether you could avoid having to deal with Roadhound?
Correct. The Samsung product isn't actually through Samsung. Historically, for years, the Samsung phones are bought through this parallel approach through Samsung globally. So one of the options was, obviously, it wasn't a good meeting, and was to look at, well, do we go direct with Samsung parallel without having a distributor in between? It was an option we looked at, but I can assure you that Mr. Sharma, with the help of Mr. Singh, who was one of the best buyers we had in the business, by the time we got into that period in that first half of 2016, I would say he was in our top supplier relationships that we had.
And as at March 2015, you needed Roadhound as a supplier because you couldn't go around them?
At this point, Roadhound was our only way of getting the Samsung phones. That's correct, Mr. Giles.
And despite that, the company didn't pay Roadhound on time in early March. Despite that, the company didn't pay Roadhound on time in early March?
I can't recall whether it was paid on time or it wasn't paid on time, but...
And it didn't pay Roadhound on time because it didn't have enough money to do so?
I don't recall when they got paid, but as I said earlier, Mr. Giles, we did push vendors out, and those suppliers that disagreed, we eventually paid, and every supplier got paid, whether it was 15 days later or 30 days, etc.
I wonder if the witness could be shown ABB .010, .021, .2169.